Hey, folks, I'm watching. I'm watching Bitcoin right now, and Bitcoin's getting hammered. And remember, on Thursday night, we spent a lot of time. It was one of the requests that came up, uh, and we did a deep dive on it. I think we'll review Bitcoin a bit this evening because honestly, it's looking attractive to me right now with a six handle on it. Hey, Colden. Yep, saw that. Uh, I always go by the. I'm of the opinion that less competition is always, it's not a good thing. Uh, they did away with commissions, so they can't really go back on that. Uh, Margin interest, which is where they make a lot of their money on, perhaps they'll be getting more on their margin interest. Uh, so I doubt it's going to be better for the consumer. Usually, I'm hard pressed off the top of my head to really see or point out a merger that was really great for the consumer. Less competition just doesn't. It's just not better for the consumer. I will say this though, TD Ameritrade's platform. I don't know what Charles Schwab's looks like, but I have an account with TD Ameritrade. Their platform is very old. It's very old, and it was due for a revamp. And I think that they probably put it off in anticipation of a merger, and they just didn't want to invest the money because it just makes their balance sheet look all that much more attractive. That they're not spending money; they're saving it and hoarding it. So I think that explains that. So for those that are clients of TD Ameritrade, I think they're probably going to get a better platform. I worry about the access to Thinkorswim for those that don't have or have a small amount in their trading account. Hopefully, they don't limit the use of Thinkorswim because Thinkorswim is owned, as you probably know, by TD Ameritrade. So, um, probably all in all, there's a lot of competition out there. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. All right. So, let's. If you folks have any symbols you want me to go over, any questions whatsoever, just pop them in there. Like I always like to say, this is open mic night, and this is your time. You want me to go over something? I'd be more than happy to do it. And while I'm waiting for uh, feedback or requests, I'm going to just take a stroll down memory lane on Bitcoin and discuss where we were looking at on Thursday night and where we are today. We've come a long way. I'm going to use I used stockcharts.com on Thursday night. Let's go with that. And of course, there it goes. Okay. All right. So, so far this month, and this is a live chart. So far this month, we have broken support. We're leaning into the 20 period moving average on a monthly basis. RSI is breaking down. Stokes really weakening up here on Bitcoin. Very light volume. Weekly chart. Now here's that price point I was mentioning on Thursday night that we had to hold 7336 spot 06, and we did not hold it. We broke it. So we have a confirmation breakdown on Bitcoin. Let's update this. All right. So here's our lower high. And the fact that we closed down below 7336 spot 06, that's a confirmation breakdown on a weekly basis for Bitcoin. Very, very bad stuff here going on. Stokes have now rolled over. Daily chart. We're entering oversold territory here. RSI 22 spot 54. I've never really used an oversold condition on Bitcoin to trade it before on RSI. This is going to be interesting. Here's today's price action. The 25th. That's accurate. We're at the lows of the session right now. Very bearish price action on Bitcoin. We need to avoid this until we get RSI. I don't even know what an appropriate RSI would be on this. 15. Where's our support level? Let's go back to let's use a monthly chart. This is so volatile. I want to use a monthly chart. We could see 68.15 as a support level on... No, that's a 2-hour chart, dummy. Sorry about that. I think we're going down to 61.31 on Bitcoin. That's a good ways away from where we are right now. Colton, I have 25 in SMH. We'll take a look at it. Not a good week last week, as you know. All right, we'll go over it for you, okay? We'll go over it on an intraday basis. What's your price point there? Your basis cost? And your long. We'll go over that one. All right, so I would avoid Bitcoin right now. I think we're going considerably lower from here. All right, let's go to SMH. Let's go to my annotated view. 126.86. Okay, so you're in the money here. Good. Okay, good. All right. So this chart doesn't have Bollinger's on it. I'm going to bring the Bollinger's up here. We'll go with the both 2 and 3 standard deviation. All right. So, Colin, we're very, very extended here on a monthly basis, right? We have let's see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, we have a couple of trading days left to go. I mean, very light volume week this week. And I can only say what I would do were I along of these shares. Now, looking at the monthly chart, we are well off the highs of the month. We have a topping tail. We are trading at current for the second consecutive month above the 2 standard deviation Bollinger Band. Can it go 3? Sure, it's happened before. It happened back here. However, the prior month, we closed at the highs of the month. We're not there right now. Maybe that'll change this week for all I know. but we're extended here. We can only deal with the charts as we know them at current. And we are off the highs of the month. Up volume is very, very light this month. We've never broken out on Ultimate Oscillator. Let's drill down. Weekly view. So the SMH has problems here, and they stem from being overbought on a monthly basis. They've come a long way. They've led the market. And this trajectory was just unsustainable. So I'm not even going to use that trend line because it's not reasonable to expect that to remain a reasonable support level. This becomes more of a support level that's worth discussion of defending. And I'm going to throw up a couple of other support levels here. Now it looks like you broke on a continue. Oh, actually, you bought right before the breakout, right? You're 120, so you broke on the. You added on the breakout. Good. Okay, so we broke out. Here's where you got in. You've come a ways. We're probably going to pull back to the support level yet again. So me personally, how I would trade this is on a new weekly low. I'm out. I would book those profits. Now, if the market is still healthy, when we retest the support level, or if we pull back to this rising support level, or both, could be both. Once we pull back here, then you could revisit, look to reopen your position to the long side. Daily chart. Yeah, me personally, with this chart here, if I got to move higher tomorrow, I'm booking profits. If I get to move lower tomorrow, I'm booking profits. I would be out of the shares. If the markets give you an opportunity tomorrow to exit to the upside, I would take that as a gift and move to the sidelines. You're very welcome. All right. So we have a few people on. Anybody have any symbols you want me to go over? Colton, anything for you? I'm going to go over NUGT for a moment. So the game plan with NUGT this week is, again, we're not looking to add any more here right now. I'll probably open up more of a covered call position this week, probably out to 28, 29. I don't know how much of a premium I'm going to get. It's probably not going to be good because it's an abbreviated week, holiday week, and you're going to see some weakness probably tomorrow morning on NUGT. So we'll see. Let's drill down for a moment on an intraday basis to see if there's any reason to be optimistic. Nah. Nah, not really. I wish I could speak my book. I can't. So all we're doing here, let's take a look at the monthly chart. All we're doing here is backing, filling. We're building a nice base. And this has been good support, where we found a bottom going back for quite a while. There you have it. I mean, during 2017, it was support. It was resistance in 15. support in 16, resistance in 2018 several times. So we're holding. It's the best we could ask right now. Colton, you have anything else, brother? Anybody else have anything else for tonight? If not, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Oh, BZH. Let's go over it. That's Beezer Holmes, right? Yeah, my memory's not going. All right, good. I haven't looked at this stock in years. Jesus. I haven't looked at this symbol in, it has to be 10 years. But this was a go-go stock. This is one of the main ones. Let's go to a quarterly chart really quick. Here you go. Wow. All right. So, okay, so I have BZH. I lose. I buy 1975. Not sure what I might need to do. All right. Are you on margin? Good. If you don't need the money really soon, I'm looking at this chart here on a quarterly basis. It doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. Looks pretty good. What the hell just happened? All right. So what you're dealing with right now is, this is a very interesting chart. It's an interesting chart because we find ourselves right at what was for a very, very long time rock solid support. We're talking about years. I mean, it was support here in 2010. I can't believe I'm saying 2010. This is how long it's been since I looked at this chart. We broke it here in 11, rallied back, and then this is a quarterly chart, so it's for a couple of years. This held as very, very, not even a couple of years, a few years, held as very solid support. Then we broke here in July of 2015, the July quarter, and pulled back, rallied, and now what we're doing here, Colton, is we're forming a W formation. And we have our left side. Here's our pivot point at 23.24. Here's our right side. We're building the right side of a base. And we'll probably creep up to that pivot point. All we need to do is really to gain traction. We need to close above, let's call it 15.50 per share. Probably a little bit lower, 15.27. That'll do it. Where do we close? 14.79. We're not that far away. And this, on a quarterly basis, granted we have 1 month left to go in the quarter, a little bit more obviously, but we have a doji star formation. We broke out here, out of this triangle formation, doji star formation. Maybe we'll get a pullback and a retest. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll close back above the support level. That would be a very significant event where we'd close back above, let's call it 15.27. Very significant. Now let's do a deep dive. Yeah, if you have the time, Colton, I would probably stick it out here. Now my chart's freezing up. I would probably stick it out. Let's research it further. Here you go. Monthly chart. So again, here's our W formation, and we're moving up higher. We have a breakout on a quarterly chart, a monthly chart. Stokes are moving higher. How's our volume this month? Down volume, very, very light. Exactly what you want to see. Weekly chart. It's been on a tear. Your basis cost is at 1975. You must have bought this a while ago, huh? All right. So this chart here, I mean, last week was a rather disappointing. Good. I'm glad you do. Thanks, Colton. I appreciate that. Sometimes you don't know whether or not you're doing the right thing, and it's great to get validation one way or the other. So thanks for that. Appreciate it. So what we need here, it would have been great after this bullish reversal bar to get a continuation move higher. I mean, this is a beautiful outside reversal bar the week before last. And last week's price action, you know what? That puts a chink in anyone's armor. I mean, after you see a reversal bar like this, I'd bet you a nickel, man, we're going to head up higher from here. And then it doesn't. It's like, you get disappointed. So I get that. So what I would do here, I think we were going to move up higher. I don't think. Oh, you held it all the way from the top? God bless you. You have stamina. Oh, no, say 1975. Sorry. So you're not that far off. I think you're going to be made whole again. I'm confident of that. Watch for a breakout above. You got to close above $16 per share. We're probably going to get to that next leg higher. I like the setup. Here's the big picture, though. $15.27. That's the number you want. You close above that number by January the 1st, you're good to go here. So that's Beezer Homes. Yeah, I got you. I remembered when you wrote that earlier. All right, folks. You bet. Anytime, Colton. All right, folks. With that, I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thanks for joining in. And if you have any symbols you want me to go over after the fact, let me know, and I'll certainly go over them for you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Everybody have a profitable trading week, and be well. Have a great night.